Blacktop road in the big sunshine, running down the middle of my mind. Open highway, open all night, run through my head like a river of wine. Two black crows sitting on a fence, one turned over to the other, one said, "It's cloudy skies and it look like snow, so don't mind the weather so the wind don't blow." But what she said and what she mean don't make or break no deals for me, no. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me, no. If you wanna get to heaven, just a D-I-E, put on your collar and your T-I-E. You wanna get to hell in no short time, get a good-looking woman and a job in the mines. What she said and what she mean don't make or break no deals for me, no. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me, no. If you want to get to heaven, heaven, hell, sit right down, take a big old swim. Stuck in time, looking down the tracks, 2 steps forward and 1 step back. What she said and what she mean don't make or break no deals for me, no. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me, no. You know. Hello. Thank you for being here. My name's Pat Reedy. What's yours? So I heard one, Paul. There's always at least one guy like, Steve. Couldn't help it. All right. Welcome to the Western as Fuck Showcase, y'all. Or the Western ASs for Americans. I get a little sensitive. But, words don't get me started on the C. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. Christina Murray's going to be playing. Todd Waite's going to be playing. And we've got a special guest for a couple songs as well. Who is that mysterious man? Somewhere in here. Look around. Go get a D. Anyways, I'm going to have some fun tonight. I hope you do too. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for coming to this. Here's some country music. I hope that's what you came for, because that's what you're going to get.
Oh, damn.
Some of it might be kind of weird. I'm not a cowboy. I've never owned a cow. If you gave me a cow, I would give it back. As I know cowboys, and goes with that. So I wrote kind of a bunch of weird-ass songs instead. Kind of country and ghetto, if you will. I lived for 11 years in New Orleans. So long story short, I'm going to have some New Orleans songs for you. Not a lot of cows there either. Sorry to break it to you. Slightly more than in London. Believe it or not, there are cows in New Orleans. I'll give it that. But here's one of them. In this town, they to be found. Life ain't such a mystery, look around. In this town, borrowed hope against stepped on dope, and it's always been the same. Some fell along by the wayside, ain't that a shame? Singing ain't that a shame? People come, look around a while, the tracks still run. To the end of the world, there may be some who'll go that extra mile, maybe some. And people come, borrowed hope against stepped on dope, and it's always been the same. Some fell along by the wayside, ain't that a shame? Singing ain't that a shame? I wish you knew, wish you could see the waters rising like they do. Hell-fired stone and barbed wire in the dew. Smoky dawn by evening in the new. I wish you knew. Borrowed hope against stepped on dope, and it's always been the same. Some fell along by the wayside, ain't that a shame? Singing ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Thank y'all. Actually, I'm gonna play the hobo song instead. Y'all like choo-choo trains? Well, I'm gonna play a couple hobo songs. This is the first serious song I ever wrote. By hobo, I mean the American proper definition of hobo. That doesn't mean somebody who like asks you for money. That is someone who rides freight trains around American landmarks. Well, we're walking and we're talking till there isn't nothing left to see. Down the ties, boys, and breathing in that rain. She's a long, long way down the road. She's a long, long way down the road. Well, she's a long, long way down that road. Oh Lord, get me to my home, before it gets much colder. And it's oh Lord, get me out of here, before it gets much older. Well, she's a long, long way down the road. She's a long, long way down the road. She's a long, long way down that road. to just grow old. I'm a long, long way down the road. Me, I'm a long, long way down the road. Yes, I'm a long, long way down that road. I could run this one by you. So, I wrote this song on the last train I ever rode. It's a long time ago. I think it was 2009. Riding through Pasco, Washington to Portland, Oregon. Decided that it was about time to re-enter society and get a truck. Get a job and then a truck. And I tried so hard to live in Portland. More about that later. I feel like the song should come with a bit of a story if it's solo, because I mean, fuck, you ain't gonna be able to dance. A little bit of shit, you know, with it. Background. See how it shows to pay money to sit in a chair facing me for the next 15 minutes or so. Boss man's yelling, if you can't make him happy, then why do you try? Hold on your tongue, chew on your words, you can wash it all down on the Friday night. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass, run on, boys, not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard, and you gotta see them before they see you. Sitting in Spokane, a mean bull makes a long ride. Can't catch me, I'm headed out west. Gonna ask my darling to be my bride. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass. Run on, boys, not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard. And you gotta see them before they see you. Supposed to have a fiddle. Y'all just gonna have to imagine that in your heads. Does that help? I'm here to help. Down in Pasco in the blazing sun, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. If I was a bird, if I could fly, I'd be right there on a by your side. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass. Run on, boys, not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard. You gotta see them before they see you. Helps to see them before they see you. Well, as before mentioned, I did try to live in Portland. I found that Portland, Oregon, and generally the west coast of the United States and I are culturally incompatible. That does not mean I'm a right-wing conservative.
Good.
So far from that. Far from that. lived in Portland, there was this road by my house, this street, commercial street, and there were a lot of bars on that street. It was a very trendy kind of area at the time, even though I could still hear automatic weapons fire in the broad daylight sometimes. Yeah, it's a mixture. A lot of diverse occupations in that neighborhood. Anyways, it's called Alberta Street, and a lot of these bars, I guess the trend at the time was to dress up like kind of like a combination of Peter Pan and Dracula. I don't know how else to describe it to you friends and neighbors, but and the Peter Pan Draculas, they didn't talk to strangers. They didn't smile a lot either. They generally looked kind of blue and glum. I guess that was part of the costume. But and one night, my friend Kiki Cavazos, poor girl, she's a hick from the sticks in Montana, came looking for me. It was before we had cell phones, so she's going up and down Alberta Street to all the, the Dracula Peter Pan bars and looking for me because I was drinking at one of them. And he was like, "Hey, excuse me, I'm looking for guys about this college, got blue jeans on," whatever, And they would just look at her and look away. And that's like something she never had, because people talk to each other in Montana. They certainly don't. They're not even tell you to fuck off, but that's a little bit more honest. but yeah, and it freaked her out. She finally met me and she was so mad. Look at me and look away. So I got a song out of it. I could have just said nothing. I could have wrote nothing. We'll see if you like it. Cold night, pining for that old time, wondering what the world I'm gonna do. Boy, you could almost hear the record scratch, all eyes turning towards the door of that Dismal Northeast bar when I walk through. Another Friday night in this town, and I'm almost missing you. We're a long way from our hometown, so we're all dressed up in black and looking blue. If I make it to the next time, might have found a friend or two. Till then you'll find me up in Portland, all dressed up in black and looking blue. Well, they looked away and stayed that way. I backed it up into the rain and headed down the street to find a pier. And oftentimes I'd heard them say I'd go to hell for my ways, and I wondered how the hell I wound up here. Another Friday night in this town, feeling bored and missing you. We're a long way from our hometowns, so we're all dressed up in black and looking blue. If I make it to the next time, might have found a friend or two. Till then you'll find me up in Portland, all dressed up in black and looking blue. Till then you'll find me up in Portland, all dressed up in black and looking blue. Well, I got two more songs for you. All right. Do you want to hear a Chicago song or a weird hitchhiking experience song? All right then. right then. So, has anybody here ever hitchhiked?
Yeah.
All right. Has anybody here ever hitchhiked in a traffic jam? Oh, you're running. That shit is awkward. I'm here to tell you. Dear reader, it is awkward. So the thing with hitchhiking is, as you know, those who've done it, it's kind of non-confrontational. If they don't want to give you a ride, they just zoom on by. You wait for the next one. In a traffic jam, they're right there. For a while. And they're like looking away like they don't see you. Like, I'm not giving this guy a ride. And then you're looking the other way because it's not, like, I know. And you can walk ahead, but they're just going to catch up with you. It just prolongs it. Go back the other way, but that's where the fuck you came from. So, I was stuck in a purely majestically awful suburb of Houston. It's called Katy, Texas. And I just climbed off a train that went the wrong way. Well, not the right way, but I didn't think it was going that way. They didn't have me in mind. They were just trying to get coal someplace. And that coal wasn't where I thought that coal was going to go. So I was covered in coal dust, looking like a crazy motherfucker on the side of the road. It was 100-degree heat and all dark clothes. And this 17-year-old girl who weighed about as much as my guitar stopped and picked me up and drove me all the way, like hours away to Seguin, Texas, where I was trying to get. And at the end of it, I got out of that car and I said, "Thank you very much, miss. Never do that again." But I did get back to the West Coast where I was ultimately had a gal there and make a song out of it. We said we'd go any way the wind blows. Hey, what if they know we got half a chance? Looks to me like a slow tornado. Round we go, all in the circles and over again. You know me, did you say it wasn't near coming? Is it too late, dear, to trade it for the old one again? Spring on the West Coast, did it feel like summer? Maybe must be leaving, making the rounds, if you understand. Once I was a young fool, now I'm just older, walking down the shoulder, hitching in a traffic jam. Looks like the better parts of me are so sleeping. If it's still for an Oregon and you understand. You know me, did you say it wasn't near coming? Is it too late, dear, to trade it for the old one again? Spring on the West Coast, did it feel like summer? And it must be leaving, making the rounds, if you understand. And it must be leaving, making the rounds, if you understand. Christina Murray. Woo! And then Todd DeWitt.
Who's the special guest?
It is none other than, I'm so glad you asked. Guess.
I
Cheeks up. Eggs, it's only because you're tall. They spotted you. Yes, we are going to have Eggs Connolly up here. Because, I mean, fuck, I'm not playing a show in England with Eggs Connolly standing right there, not hearing one of his fucking songs. We're going to have a couple. In the meantime, here's one more song by him. Thank you for coming to the Western AF Showcase. Didn't have no fun. Each day surprised till the next one. Didn't have a home. Good night was a kind of a question. Didn't have a hope. I'd still be here to meet you. It's true. Now don't. I don't know what to tell you. I can fix your car, make a saw run like a song. I can make it run right for a time even after it's wrong. There's years and miles between hearing and understanding like I do. Now don't. I don't know what to tell you. The city's still shining like it used to. Birds still sing, the ocean's blue. They say it's all coming to an end real soon. Well, I hope it's still up to you. Now that everything's changed, now that nothing's new, can you find who to blame? Or can you see what to do? That common ground went under the tide so soon. Now I don't know what to tell you. The city's still shining like it used to. Birds still sing, the ocean's blue. They say it's all coming to an end real soon. Well, I hope it's still up to you. I hope it's still up to you. I hope it's still up to you.
I'm going to throw it on the floor.
I got it.
It got a bit more. So I'm ready.
Thank you all for coming to the Western AF Showcase, by the way.